and get in Khan's chest and throw that no look hook or whatever. I don't think it was a no look hook. I think
that Magic Johnson hook.
I think it was. Yeah, but Adrian Broner still has not found a way to do that. We seen that in the Marcos Maidana fight. Even though he got up off the canvas, it was still the same fight because he was never able to slow it down mentally. He was never able to slow the fight down. We seen it in the Sean Porter fight. He was never mentally able to slow that fight down. So there are some things that I believe Danny can do that Broner can't do, and Broner's the more athletic fighter. Adrian Broner is pure athleticism. He does have some skill, and I'm not taking nothing away from the dude. But at the end of the day, I only see athleticism, and Floyd would eat that shit. It's nothing for him.
That's breakfast, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let me answer my own question. All right. So we got. I can't remember. Did you say it was legit, Seth? Or did you say it was bullshit?
I said it was bullshit.
All right. So we got bullshit, Bernard bullshit, Tavon legit, and I agree with a lot of things Tavon said.
Right.
But it would only be accurate if the shit was legit, in my opinion. I think it's bullshit. Look here, bro. I'm gonna say some shout out to my man Jay Calderon. He said some shit. He was actually supposed to be on here. He couldn't be able to be on here, but he had said some shit to me earlier. He said, I asked him, what does he think about this? He said, I think this was all planned since before the Maidana loss. He said, it's just a money scam fight for both. All right. I said, is it a possible fight between them planned, or do you think it was planned to keep AB relevant? He said, give it another year to build more AB going up to 147 now, and he needs one big fight to win, and it will be set next year for number 50 for Mayweather. So he believes that it's legit only because it's a big money scam. Okay. Now, I'm going to take an element of his and I'm going to spin it. I think it's bullshit because it was a money scam and it was a way to keep AB relevant after losing to fucking Marcos Maidana and Sean Porter. Just think about it. Boxing is all about what have you done for me lately, right? I mean, we got motherfuckers that were the shit just a year before they met that one motherfucker they couldn't beat. Think Nonito Donaire, right? Beating the brakes off of every motherfucking body. And then a little guy named Guillermo Rigondeaux came through, popped off on his ass. Now where the fuck is Nonito? You know what I'm saying? Granted, he has a belt, but he beat a C-level fighter to get that belt. You see what I'm saying?
On True TV.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all about what have you done for me lately. Adrian Broner losing to Marcos Maidana the way he did. Now I'm a proponent that says Adrian Broner was actually doing well from like rounds. I can't remember, but it was like from round 4 to 9, I believe. I can't remember. But then he got knocked down again, and that was really fucked him up for the rest of the fight, right? But the way he got beat, and he's walking out the ring, motherfuckers throwing beer bottles and cups and shit at him. His popularity value dropped significantly, whether you want to believe it or not. Now, he was still relevant because motherfuckers wanted to see him lose again, right? And out came the Sean Porter fight. Motherfuckers were tuned in because they really thought Sean Porter was going to beat Adrian Broner. I was one of the people that picked Sean Porter for that fight. You know what I'm saying? When he lost again, that's when it was like, oh, this nigga's done. I remember seeing people's comments, talking to people and listening to what people say about this. They really believe people were done. There's a motherfucker at my job, loves AB. But after he lost to Porter, he still likes him, but he's like, he'll never be the same. You know what I'm saying? The popularity dropped. That's why they automatically gave him a title shot against Khabib Alakverdia. Now, Khabib was relatively unknown. I was a little high on him because he beat Joe Guzman. Joe Guzman was the boogeyman of the sport, all right, along with Yuri Ortiz Gamboa at one time. Nobody wanted to fight Joe Guzman. Khabib Alakverdia took the fight on 2 weeks' notice and fucking beat him to a technical decision. So I was high on him, but I knew that he had never seen a guy like Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? So that was a gimme fight. That was a way to get him the title. That was a way to make him more relevant, right? And then what happens right after that? He calls out a TMT fighter, or at least Floyd puts the fight out there. He did that first. He said, I think Ashley Theophane can beat Broner. All right. So after he beats Alec Verdier, Broner's like, yeah, I want that nigga that Floyd said that he thinks can beat me. And then it turns into, yeah, fuck TMT. And then it turns into AB about billions versus TMT. And then it turns into, I want to fight Floyd in sparring or a match. I think it was all planned ever since, if not from Maidana, then at least from the Porter fight. It was all planned to pit AB against Floyd to make him more popular and to make to basically keep him relevant, so people can be like, yo, this fight can happen. I'm gonna watch every move AB makes from this point on because I want to see if this fucking fight happens. Don't be.
But it makes sense.
Go ahead.
It makes sense though, cause you're keeping the money in house. So it's a damn good plan. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean it is, and that's what I was saying. I was saying this a long time ago. Al Heyman, About Billions, TMT, they all hang out together. They all break bread with one another. If you see a TMT fighter fighting, best believe Al Heyman's getting a piece of that. If you see a About Billions fighter fighting, Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman are getting a piece of that. You see what I'm saying?
It's like politics.
Exactly. Exactly what you said and exactly what T said. It's all in house. They just bamboozled y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They just bamboozled y'all. I'm not saying my man Tavon, but they just bamboozled a lot of these motherfuckers out there that don't really know the politics about the sport. Because a lot of these people are gonna follow Adrian Broner's every fucking move from here on out, hoping that a Floyd Mayweather fight is announced. I don't think it's gonna happen. If it does,
Publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. And that came right out of the horse's mouth. Floyd has told us that plenty of times. Exactly. Next question, fam. So, while Adrian Broner waits or doesn't wait for Floyd Mayweather, right? Who do y'all think he should fight next? Tavon, I'm gonna go to you first, bro.
Ah, man, this is tough. I want to see the Ghost. Wow, man. Probably had the Ghost. That's the only most live fight.
The Ghost Guerrero. I think that's a good fight. And actually, like me and Seth said, we were talking about it earlier. These two had beef a while back before Adrian Broner moved up to 140. They were talking shit outside somewhere. I think it was the pre-fight press conference for some big fight. I can't remember which one it was, but him and Broner and Guerrero got into it, and Guerrero was like, "I'll fucking take that O." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's something I want to see. I really want to see that fight. Plus, Robert Guerrero is somebody that could test AB at 147. He's what is he, 2-1 officially, but he should be 1-2 at 147 because of the Malik Naji fight. So yeah, so he's not very successful at 147, so he actually needs a test. And who better than a guy whose name is still relevant at 147, right? But he's on the decline, Robert Guerrero. Who do you think, Seth?
Definitely a Robert Guerrero. You know what I mean? That's probably the best name that he can go against and look good against. You know, if he fights any of the other top 147 fighters coming into that division, he's gonna end up with another Marcos Maidana or Sean Porterish type of performance on his hand.
Yeah.
You know, me personally, I don't think he's ready for the division. You know, because he hasn't fared against the softest puncher in that division, Paulie Malignaggi.
Yep.
You know, so I just don't think, even though Broner is he's a big dude in terms of he gains a lot of weight on his off season, but he loses so much when he moves up in weight that it's just no point of him even trying to do it this early.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When he moves up in weight, he loses his power, and he just doesn't look like the same fighter. So a guy like Robert Guerrero, I think, would test him. And I think, me personally, I think it would be a hard fight for Broner because Guerrero still has that mauling type of a style. And Guerrero's not a weak dude. A lot of people don't understand, man. Guerrero's a pretty strong dude for him to be 147 pounds. He's a strong dude.
Well, he's never been knocked out in his career.
Exactly. Yep. And he has a chin.
Yep.
So Robert Guerrero would really test him, and I think it would be a tough fight for him. But that's the fight that I would want to see if he were coming up in that division.
I agree. Bernard, who do you want to see, B?
I guess I gotta go with it. I was saying the GOAT.
Everybody that goes down.
But you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere different with this. I say give him a rematch against the second person that beat him in the division.
Sean Porter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to throw him in there with the Wolves immediately?
Hey.
You know what? Redeem.
Honestly, I think he'll beat Porter the second time around.
Say that again, Tavon.
He fucking around get knocked out.
Say that again, Tavon.
I think he beat Porter the second time around.
You think he beats Porter the second time around?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Bernard.
This is what I think. He had a distraction. Floyd was promoting that fight in Vegas. Take away the Floyd and the Mayweather promotion from promoting that actual fight. Put that fight in Ohio. Promote it.
Yeah.
To actually do the Battle of Ohio too, inside Ohio.
And he still get his ass whooped.
I think Broner this time has to show up because we know he can knock down. We know he's knocked down Porter. He needs to actually box him.
All right, let me get a piece of that real quick, fellas. Let me get a piece of that. Okay, look, here it is. Look. My man would get his ass whooped a second time. Not to disagree too hard with you fellas, but look, this is what it is. When he fought Porter the first time they fought at, I believe they fought at a catchweight, and he couldn't even handle that version of Sean Porter. And if you go back, I think the first round or the second round, Porter hurt Broner, but Broner was able to play it off a little bit. But he hurt him, he lunged at him, and he threw something to his body, and then he came up top, and he caught Broner. I think it was like a hook or a straight jab or some shit like that, and it hurt Broner. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that was at a catchweight. At the full 147 pound, hell no, man. He fuck around and knock Broner out. Now, let me take you back to that knockdown. That was a legit, complete flash knockdown. It was one of them. Yep, it was one of them punches that doesn't hurt you, but it hits you so fast that your legs come from under you. And you really don't even know you on the floor until you like, oh shit, this nigga knocked me down. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch Porter get up, he wasn't hurt, he wasn't buzzed, he was straight. So it was just a punch that he didn't see, and I do think he got a little lackadaisical. And it was the 12th round, he was ready to, finish the fight, and he got caught. But me personally, I don't think Broner has the power to hurt him when he on top of his shit and he paying attention. Because if he did, he could have hurt him at that catchweight, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So
he wasn't on his shit in that fight. He was too busy.
Broner?
I don't think so, because he was too sloppy in that fight.
That's how he looks against guys that pressure him.
Exactly.
He doesn't know how to handle pressure. You know what I'm saying?
I say in my personal opinion, he did better in the Maidana fight than the Porter fight.
I agree. I agree with that, Sus, because I wish I had went back and looked at it, but I'm gonna just throw some shit out there. From rounds 4 to 9, he actually controlled the pace of Maidana. He was actually boxing. He was using a little bit more movement than he normally does. He was catching that motherfucker with some shit. It was just that he got knocked down again in like the 9th round. It was a late round. He got knocked down again.
He hurt him in the 12th round.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He hurt, but you guys again, man, you gotta look at the type of fighter that Maidana is. You know what I'm saying?